Hello and welcome to From the Desk of. I'm Tim Moody. I'm the Public Information Officer with the Randolph County School System. I'm here with our superintendent, Dr. Stephen Gainey. As we do each month, we're here to share with you some of the great things that are going on in our school system, and I want to thank Randolph Communications for giving us this opportunity. And we've talked before that it's a bit of a misnomer to call it From the Desk of anymore, because beginning this year we started venturing out into some of our schools to do these monthly interviews, and today we're in a beautiful school, Coleridge Elementary School. Dr. Gainey, why don't you talk about this school a little bit?
Well, it is a beautiful setting, Tim, and I love coming out here. And as you ride up to the beautiful school, you see a beautiful community around the school, and the community members are very proud of this school. They're very proud of this community, and it shows the school's been very successful and has a lot of support from the parents and the community members who may not have kids in the school at this time. But it is a beautiful facility, and again, thank our previous Board of Education members and our current Board of Education members and the county commissioners over the last years that have helped us maintain facilities like this. This is a beautiful place for kids to come to school every day.
Well, as we are here doing this interview, it is May 17th, and we're coming down the home stretch of the school year. And I think, as we talked about in our last interview, it's a time for a lot of celebrations and a lot of recognitions. And boy, did we have one a couple of days ago at our at both our employee recognition event, our annual event, and then also at our Board of Education meeting that followed that. I think we recognized over 70 employees at the first event, and then after that, at the Board of Education meeting, we had over 80 staff and students to be recognized, and I know that night excited you. So share your feelings about that.
Well, Tim, it's exciting to, we started out at our employee recognition event, the annual one, and so we've had a month of it now. We've had, 3 weeks in a row. Teacher of the Year on May 4th. May 11th was the retirement banquet with the years of service, and this retirement years of service banquet. And then Monday night, the 15th, we had this our just employee recognition event, which recognizes employees in all different areas of the school system. And it's just exciting to see the smiles on their faces and the satisfaction on their faces when they see, wow, people do notice what I do every day. And it just raises the bar for our school system. And we have some great employees, I made a comment the other night that when I looked the last time on January 3rd, we had 2,530 employees in this school system, and we can't do without any employee group. We have teachers that go in the classrooms, we have principals who provide leadership for schools, assistant principals provide leadership for schools, but then we have the maintenance staff, the transportation staff, the child nutrition and technology staff. We can't do without any of that group. The central service staff, you can't do without a central service staff as well. And then so I was just excited to see the show then be showcased that night, and then we went to our regular board meeting and had a large crowd, and it was exciting because we had children from elementary school and this big to high schoolers this big, and we had high school students being recognized, and they're qualifying to go to Anaheim, California. Another group's going to Louisville, Kentucky in competitions with our CTE programs, and then you have we had Battle of the Book students, winners being recognized, and then the Star 3 students is exciting. So I was looking at a picture yesterday, and I was just trying to imagine how excited that Battle of the Books team was when there was a picture posted on our webpage, and just looking at those kids' faces. They had fun through that competition, but I think they had as much fun Monday night because they were recognized by, the school system, and there were all those people out there looking at them as they were being recognized for a great achievement. And that's the great thing that happened Monday night, in my opinion, was what we've worked hard for 4 years. Is we've said, this is about the children. And if it's going to be about the children, we need to be recognizing them for the good things they're doing. And you play a big role in that, and I appreciate that. The school staffs play a big role in that, getting information to us. And it just makes for a great start to every board meeting to recognize children. And this year we started the staff recognition with our star employee. And that shut down a couple of months ago, but we'll crank that back up next year as well. And that's been exciting. So I think if you had to pick a part of a school board meeting that you don't want to miss, you don't want to miss the first part, because that's where it really shows what's going on in the Randolph County School System, which is good. The kids and the staff are making it good every day.
Right. And you alluded to a couple of other events and with awards and recognitions, and you talked about the Teacher of the Year banquet. I do want to throw out our 5 finalist names. Aaron Bass from Trinity High School Jennifer Cash from Archdale Trinity Middle School, Jessica Louder from Randolph Elementary School, Sarah Wood from Trindale Elementary School, and Leah Redding from John Lawrence Elementary School. And we announced the winner the other night, and Dr. Gainey, I'll give you the opportunity to announce our winner right here.
Leah Redding from John Lawrence Elementary School, 4th grade teacher, was our Teacher of the Year, and it was exciting to see her recognized. It was also exciting to see the other 4 finalists come up because, you know, I've seen all of them in their classrooms, and they're exciting teachers and do an outstanding job. And then at one point, we recognized the Teacher of the Year from every school. So the process starts where there are 31 different Teacher of the Years, one from each school, and you look out there and they're the stars of the school system. And they're just a great representation of what's going on in this school system in our classrooms, because we have some great teachers all over the system. And it's hard every year to get to 1 per school, then it's hard to get to 5 finalists, and it's very hard to get to 1 winner. And Leah Redding is just a first-class teacher. We're lucky to have her, and it's always fun to see those teachers. You know, they work hard. They never expect, you know, the recognition that comes from something like that. But just to see Miss Redding's face when she was named Teacher of the Year is just exciting to me. And it seems like every year when we name another Teacher of the Year, it seems like every year it just keeps getting more and more exciting to see these teachers get what they deserve, which is to be on center stage and showcased as the stars, big role stars in our society.
And we would probably be remiss if we didn't touch on another event that you mentioned, and that is the retirement banquet from May the 11th. And I know we not only recognize those who are retiring, but our years of service employees from 25 years all the way up to 40 years. So tell us a little bit about that event.
Well, that's an exciting event, and I don't know how long it's gone on in this school system. I've been to retirement banquets, but I've never seen one where there was retirement recognition for retirees and people at different stages of years, which I think is exciting. You know, it's no small feat to have 25 years of service, or 30 years, or 35, or 40. Also, it's no small feat to have a very successful career and reach retirement. That's a great accomplishment. And so that night's exciting to see all the different people recognized. And, you know, I do hate to see the retirees because I know we're losing great talent. And then, you know, it's very comforting to see the individuals recognized at the different levels because, you know, they're coming back. Most of them are coming back, and unless some of them are in the retirement group, because you could be in both. You could, but it's just an exciting event. And what I've said all along is this school system has a tremendous foundation that was, you know, it was being built years and years ago, and I've just felt fortunate to be a part of it and be able to ride with that foundation as we try to get better every day. And when you see these teachers come on stage that night, these staff members, whether they be, you know, classroom teachers, principals, assistant principals, maintenance staff members, transportation staff members, child nutrition, technology, or a director of central service, when you see them come on stage, you really get to see the level of talent in our school system, and it's exciting. And again, I hate to see the retirees go. We always hope they'll go away and decide they want to come back and rejoin us, you know, but it's an exciting night for our school system.
Okay, so we have moved from the media center to the main lobby here in the school, and Dr. Gainey, we talked about what a beautiful school and special school that this is, and of course all of our schools are special. We had some big news about Uwharrie Middle School that took place at the board meeting this past Monday, so why don't you update our folks on that?
Well, we did have some really special news and special action taken on the new, what we've been calling the Uwharrie School Project until this time. And that project, just as a review of that, is that we're changing Uwharrie Middle School from a 6-8 school to a 6-12 school. And starting next year, we'll add a 9th grade, and then the next year, 10th grade. And each year, add another high school grade until 4 years out, it'll be complete with grades 6 through 12. But and all the work that's been going on behind the scenes with the planning and the scheduling and getting ready for the one-to-one technology initiative that's going to be in place at that school and that campus. With all that work going on, we've had a group working on options for the new name of the school, and they were presented to the board back in the April board meeting and as information, and then we brought the options back to the board the other night on May 15th for a vote. And the name of the school that was approved by the board was Uwharrie Ridge 612. So now we'll get away from calling it the Uwharrie School Project to Uwharrie Ridge 612. And that's going to be exciting. It gives it an identity as far as the name of the school, and I just think this is going to be a great experience for the children involved and for the community. And I know our school system leaders are very excited, as is the school staff, regarding the future of this school and where it goes. We've already, our 9th grade is almost completely full for next year, so that's good news. And we're going to move from there and to keep developing this school as we go throughout the future.
So Dr. Gainey, it seems like only yesterday was the first day of school, and believe it or not, tomorrow we are having our first high school graduation ceremony, Randolph Early College High School. And of course now when this airs, the ceremony will have already taken place. But with that ceremony tomorrow and our remaining high schools on June 9th, this is such a special time of year. I want to give you a chance to talk about the graduation ceremonies.
Tim, graduation is an exciting time, and as a high school principal, I always loved the graduation ceremony and always, was excited for the kids to move to their next stage in their life, whether it be to a college, university, or to the workforce, or maybe even to a branch of the military. But one of the things we always stressed to them at the end of the year was, as exciting as things get around this time, we always stress the need for them to be safe, because you want them to have a good time and be excited about where they are and what they've accomplished, but we also want to make sure they're safe and make good decisions, because everybody else around them is excited. Their family's excited, other schools are having graduations, and so that's just one thing just always stressed as a principal, as a high school principal, was to, we care about you, we're excited for you, just please be safe during this exciting time, and don't put your safety in jeopardy, because we definitely want to see what your future holds as far as whatever direction you go. So we do have 7 graduations coming up, and you're going to see some great kids leave the Randolph County School System, have done some great things for this school system, and now it's time for us to watch them graduate and then watch what they do in the future, because they're going to do big things for our state, our county, and our country.
And as a footnote to that, I want to make sure that everyone in the community knows that we do live streams on our website of all of our graduation ceremonies, beginning with the early college ceremony tomorrow. Of course, by the time, again, that this airs, that service will have already taken place. But it's archived, so you can actually go to our website and see these at any time. And the remaining 6 graduation ceremonies on June the 9th will also be live streamed, and the times are posted on our website. Just make sure you check that out. So this is our final stop as we've made our way through the halls of Coleridge Elementary School. And again, I want to thank Coleridge Elementary School staff for allowing us to be here for what is our final interview for this school year. Of course, you and I will be in front of the camera again during the summer months, but this is the last interview of our school year. Again, as I just mentioned, it's hard to believe a whole school year has gone by. I want to just give you an opportunity now to kind of close out our final interview of the school year and just share your thoughts about the school year that we've enjoyed.
Well, I think the school year started off very smoothly, and that's something that's always important to me. How quickly do we get the students in routine of what's going on after being out for the summer break? And by about the end of the first week, it almost looked like we had been in school for months. And I've noticed that in all the 4 years I've been here, how quickly that's happened, and I just believe that's just a real part of the foundation of this school system for many, many years. But it's exciting to visit the schools and see what the kids are doing in classrooms and what teachers are doing with the students, trying to, provide sound instruction and trying to address their needs, whether it be to be enriched and stretched academically, or whether they need some kind of intervention. I'm very proud of our principals and what they do and how they've organized their staffs and made time for professional learning community meetings and common planning. But it's just, I also want to say that I've worked at the middle school and the high school level. So going in those elementary classrooms has been a thrill for me the last 4 years, because I got to see some things I don't think I would have seen had I not had a chance to do this job and visit those elementary classrooms. And with that, we go in classrooms and read with the Leadership Reads program. I want to say a big thank you to the teachers for always being so inviting. And the students, I go in classrooms and they are very inviting in their own classroom, and they always have interesting comments and interesting questions, and I just enjoy that more than the kids and the teachers probably realize. But and you know, I visit schools and go in classrooms at the middle and high school levels, and just I just appreciate the staff and what they share. They're so proud of their schools. They're proud of their kids. And as we've moved through the year, we had another pretty calm winter, weather-wise, which helped us keep things going academically. It gets tough when the weather starts appearing in the middle of the winter and the snow and you're in and out of school, but we only have one event this year, and so it seems like a second year in a row of a pretty mild winter. We've had some success. We mentioned, I think, on the last video, who knew we would have the run that we had from February 6th to April 6th between the commissioners approving the UARI school project early for us. That was huge. I mean, that was a budget request for 17-18, and they approved it in February for us. You know, talk about, just talk about the support we continue to get from the commissioners. Okay, and before we even got to the table, we had taken that project to our Board of Education, and they were excited from the first time they saw it. That's how we got it to the commissioners so early. And then, middle of March, about March 22nd, I get a text about, hey, we're going to build a middle school in the Archdale Trinity Zone. It's going to happen. And then on February 6th, we get the Golden Leaf money, which is, I learned today, I didn't know this. We're going to take the Golden Leaf money and open a metals program at Eastern Randolph High School. Okay, we already have a metals program at Random, and some of the Golden Leaf money is going to be used to upgrade that program and do some, refurbish some equipment and bring in some more equipment. But a lot of the money is going to be to start that new program at Eastern. And so when that gets started, I heard today that we'll have 2 of only 12 metals programs in North Carolina Public Schools. Now that is phenomenal in Randolph County School System. And our CTE programs they're doing great. Our career development coordinators are really working hard with the teachers. Our core classes are doing great. We've got kids performing in the performing arts area and the visual arts areas. We've got athletics has still been just continuing to go. We have, as of this time, we still have a softball team. Eastern Randolph High School is going to be in round 4, and Randleman High School in baseball is going to be in round 4 of the playoffs, state playoffs. And just excited. You pick up the paper, the Courier Tribune, every morning, and thank you to them for being the partners they are. Thank you for Randolph Communications, because you pick up the paper in the morning and there's always something about the Randolph County School System. And that doesn't happen by that's just not a coincidence. That's a newspaper saying we want to showcase one of our local school systems. And they do that for our partners, Asheboro City Schools, too, which I'm very proud of them as well. And I get to read what's going on in this community. So a big thank you to Courier Tribune, big thank you to Randolph Communications, because this monthly video is very important to me, because it seems like every time I ride to wherever we're going to do it, and used to be in my office, I'm thinking now some things about what we need to talk about. And once the camera starts going, there's no more thinking, because it brings out everything that's been going on for the last month. And it's the kids and the teachers and staff are doing some great things here. And I just hope the public, I hope the public understands how hard our teachers and principals are working. And I hope what we're doing makes them proud. And one thing that's big with me, Tim, and I told a community member this a couple weeks ago. I don't make the decision when the public trusts our school system. We just keep working at it to get better, to earn their trust. And hopefully we are earning that trust along the way. But we've got a lot of work to do to get where we want to get. And we've got a lot of work to do to continue to earn the public's trust and maintain their trust in what we're doing every day. So it's been a great year, exciting. Want to see us close this school year down on a positive note and get ready for the next school year, which will be another fantastic experience for our kids.
And we'll be here before you know it, right?
Yes, it will.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Gainey, and I know you join me in thanking our students and staff for a wonderful school year. Hope that you all have a wonderful and safe summer. Congratulations again to our graduates. You got some exciting days and weeks coming up for you. And thank you again to Randolph Communications for allowing us to do this each month. It's been a great school year, but Dr. Gainey, we'll see all of them here in June.
That's right.
All right, see you then.